Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NHBL press conference on November 1st. Here to do the press conference all by himself, sadly, is the Gentleman's Fedora himself, the owner and founder.
Welcome to tonight's press conference. Unfortunately, Clayface could not join me due to map issues. He is watching the stream right now. He will send me something to say on his behalf after I give my notes. Originally, it was going to be Clayface and myself, but it is just now me, the owner and founder of the National Elite Boxing League, giving you important updates regarding the league and making an announcement to an upcoming fight in the NHBL. To start off, I'd like to remind our viewers of who we are and why we do what we do. The National Heavy Boxing League is the largest heavy boxing league in the Team Fortress 2 community, dedicated to providing the highest level of heavy boxing competition. Our regular season, in its current format, has 6 tournaments, 5 open for anybody to participate in, and it concludes with the best of the best facing off in the NHBL finals. The tournaments are simple. 2 heavies face off in a 1v1 boxing match with a set of rules and a referee to enforce those rules. The winner of the 1v1 match moves up the tournament's ladder until there are only 2 boxers left, and the winner of the final game gets the main prize pool of up to $30 worth of in-game items. The winner, second place, and third place of each of the 5 tournaments will receive a reserved slot to fight in the NHBL finals. The winner of the NHBL finals is crowned the Sasha Heavyweight Champion and receives a prize pool of up to $50 worth of in-game items. On Friday, November 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, we will have a community tournament where any hopeful heavy boxers like you watching can enter the server and show their skills in the ring. Little registration is required to participate. All you have to do is fill out a short form and show up to the NHBL's official server with Killing Gloves of Boxing, and you're ready to participate. The top 3 heavy boxers from the community tournament will receive a reserved slot to the Time to Play Network Boxing Day Classic on Monday, December 26th, and have a chance to win our prize pool of up to $30 of in-game items. We would like to congratulate James Baxter, our newly appointed Vice President Broadcast Coordinator, and Cyber, our newly appointed Assistant to the Vice President of Officiating. James will be helping the league in scheduling commentary crews for our matches, as well as make sure the best crews are scheduled for the highest staked events in the league. Cyber will aid Fluffy Buttcheap in fulfilling his duties in the league, and aid whenever necessary in other league affairs. Once again, congratulations to both James Baxter and Cyber in their new positions. Later next year, the National Heavy Boxing League will be hosting its first annual NHBL Fisties, or Awards. These will be based on fan voting, which will begin early next year, and fans will have the opportunity to vote for their favorite members of the league to win awards, such as Best Heavy Boxer, Best Broadcast Crew Member, Best Referee, and League MVP. The Fisties/Awards ceremony will be hosted on the NHBL server, and all further details are to be announced, but questions are allowed in regards to it during the Q&A portion of the live stream. The Time to Play Network Boxing Day Classic, taking place on Monday, December 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, is now officially closed for registration. But anybody can participate in it if they get in the top 3 of the community tournament on November 18th. Registration will be open to the public Thanksgiving week for the Time to Play Network Fisticuffs and the Battle Royale. The league is currently looking into a backup heavy boxer program in which a group of heavy boxers will be designated to take the place of a heavy boxer who does not show up to a tournament. More updates will be given on this program as the league discusses it further. If you look around the Superdome, and our live streamer will just do a brief glance around of our Husey Superdome. If you look around the Superdome, we have multiple places for ads that you are able to purchase, including video ads when we live stream the tournaments. You can buy these ads to promote your business or community. Packages and registration for advertising will be open to the public Thanksgiving week. And now for the main reason we are having this press conference. Here at the National Heavy Boxing League, we are always looking for the highest level of competition to occur in our matches. And that has happened in every tournament we have put forth. Tonight is a huge night for the league, as I am proud to announce our largest match in the history of the National Heavy Boxing League. Some Porcupine, the current reigning Sasha Heavyweight Champion and current record holder of the most consecutive tournaments won by any heavy boxer in the league with 4, will face off against Woo Gotta Be Sneaky, the third Sasha Heavyweight Champion, on Friday, January 6th, 2017, at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Disco DJ, a former official in the league, will be a referee for the match, and the rest of our staff will be confirmed for the event at a later date. There will be a press conference and stare-down on Friday, December 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central that will feature myself, Clayface, Porcupine, and Sneaky as panelists to ask questions about the fight. This matchup between a former champion and a current champion will be an amazing start to the 2017 year of the league, and we cannot wait to see this best 6 out of 11 match occur. Now I'm going to read what Clayface has messaged me. I just want to say this has been planned since the end of the Season 5 Sasha Heavyweight Championship. And Fedora gives me a lot of credit, but you guys got to thank him for setting this fight up and making it an incredible event. That is all. From Clayface. And those of you who are, of course, watching on the live stream, and some of you who are in server here, feel free to go ahead and ask your questions now. I will take any and all questions in regards to the fight, any of the notes that we have given, as well as questions about the league. And our live streamer, Brand Flakes, here will go ahead and choose questions from the live stream as well as those in server. Question.
Fire 'em away, boys. It's time.
Okay. Brand Flakes, that'll be up to you to just let me know if there are any questions from the live stream, and then mix in with anybody who says they have a question on the server chat.
I will let you know.
And again, of course, these can be general questions about the league, the notes that I did tonight, the Fisties, the award, which is the award ceremony, the upcoming fight between Sneaky and Porcupine, as well as any other questions if you want information about the league.
Mazden asks, can you go over what the NHBL is again?
Again, we're the largest heavy boxing league in the Team Fortress 2 community, dedicated to providing the highest level of heavy boxing competition. And our regular season format has 6 tournaments, 5 of them open for anybody to participate in. Concludes with the best of the best facing off in the NHBL finals. 2 heavies facing off in 1v1. Referees there to enforce the rules set in place for their matches. The winner of the 1v1 moves up in the tournament until there are only 2 heavy boxers left. The winner of the final match gets the main prize pool of up to $30 worth, and the winner, second place, and third place fighters get a reserved slot in the NHBL finals. And the winner of the NHBL finals is crowned the Sasha Heavyweight Champion and receives a prize pool of up to $50 worth of in-game items. To answer Kinsley's question here in server, who asked who is the better boxer, Porcupine or Gotta Be Sneaky, I honestly don't have an opinion on that. I could say that Porcupine has set more records and has more experience in the National Heavy Boxing League, so if I were to defer to, I would go with Sneaky, or excuse me, I would go with Porcupine. But in terms of veteran status and getting early status of Sasha Heavyweight Champion, I would say that would go to Woo Gotta Be Sneaky. But both fighters are very skilled. They both are amazing at what they do, and especially to see Woo Gotta Be Sneaky to have his first fight in 3 years to come onto the NHBL server and to have a fight ever since his the final fight on, as Clayface put it earlier to me, on NHBL soil in the third Sasha Heavyweight Championship. It's going to be a very high stakes fight and a very great competition for us to see in the league.
Mazden asks another question. How can I take part in this?
Well, again, as I said, you can sign up for the league. If you're wanting to take part in our community event, there will be links posted in the Twitch chat as well as in the description below for the community event on Friday, November 18th, where anybody can participate in. You just fill out a Google form and then show up to the server on the 18th. And for other tournaments such as the Fisticuffs and the Battle Royale, those registration dates will be fully open to the public Thanksgiving week. So to be a heavy boxer, you can participate in those ways. And if you want to be a referee or a commentator, we have open registration currently for that if you wanted to apply for either of those positions. And a question from Wanka, how exactly do you apply for roles such as ref and commentator? Again, you can just go to our Steam group, and there's a link on the main page that says click here to register for boxer, referee, commentator, or other positions. There, of course, if you're watching the Twitch stream, there will be links posted for that to our main group, as well as our different social media accounts. So you could apply for either of those positions if you're interested in being a heavy boxer or a referee or a commentator.
Just a personal question. If someone approached you directly and asked if they could have like an exhibition match streamed, is that possible?
An exhibition match, that I'm not opposed to it. It would depend, obviously, on what the exhibition match is. And, of course, it would depend on several factors on if the NHBL sanctions it, different things like that. But I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Clayface asks, if Sneaky wins, will he be able to fight in the NHBL finals, or will he have to join the regular season?
We actually have not looked into that. That would be something, obviously, to look into. But as it stands now, this is more of a exhibition match to determine who is world champion of the NHBL, or more of who is the ultimate Sasha heavyweight champion. I wouldn't be opposed to that, but that would be something the administrative staff of the league would have to discuss.
Another question from Very Angry Spoy. How do you manage to get the funds to afford the prize pool items?
Those come from our sponsors, as well as donations that come to the league for donator benefits. For our prize pool currently set for the Boxing Day Classic, that has been submitted in from all of our sponsors. As you can see again, as Brand showed earlier with the map, we have some great sponsor names such as TF2 Warehouse, Skyver Community, Playboy Fortress, YOLO Army, as well as there's Aussie Pause down there, and Time to Play Network, Vatican City. All of them have been great sponsors with us so far for the league, and we do have sponsorship slots open for the upcoming tournaments. Those will be announced to the public, the packages, and officially open for registration Thanksgiving week if you have a group that, or you know a group owner who's interested in sponsoring us.
Another question. Where will you be posting new information as it comes out?
That will be posted primarily on our Steam group. We will also be posting videos on our Twitch channel, of course, with live streams, and our YouTube channel with highlights of tournaments and different important events as well. While we're waiting for questions to come in, I can go ahead and give some general updates around the league in terms of our recent tournaments and such. White Russian Bear won our last tournament, the Magnes Magnificent Club Clash, which showed a great example of competition in the league. With White Russian Bear, he is the second Sasha heavyweight champion before Wu got to be Sneaky, and he has not won a tournament since then, which was back in early 2013, late 2012. He won the Sasha Heavyweight Championship then, and he had not won a tournament. He came close to winning in some Sasha Heavyweight Championships, but and as well as other tournament finals, but he finally came victorious in the Magny's Magnificent Club Clash, giving him a reserved slot in the NHBL Finals, as well as bringing great competition for the league.
Personal question. With James Baxter in his new position, is there an opening in the White Russian Bear fan club?
That's a question for Baxter. I believe he is still part of the White Russian Bear fan club, to my knowledge, or he's the owner of the White Russian Bear fan club. But that would still be a question for Baxter, because to my knowledge, I don't think he's stepped down or anything.
Got one. Have you ever considered boxing yourself?
I have considered it a few times. I enjoy managing the league and working at the administrative level on it. I have considered doing a possibly exhibition fight with one of my administrative staff, something like that. But actually being a heavy boxer in the league, I don't know. I don't think that would be something I'd consider, nor would it really fit with my role in the league, of course. Okay, the question from Kinsley here. Will there ever be a staff boxing tournament? It's been tossed around a little bit with my administrative staff. We haven't fully decided on it yet. It's something we are considering, but at the moment there are no plans for it. While we're waiting for the last question, I'd like to point out the heavy boxers over at the VIP lounge over there, just sitting at a table. Those heavy boxers over there just enjoying a nice time at the bar. Look pretty cool to me. The last question comes from Clayface, at least on a personal message. Bran, I don't know if you have any questions that came in from the live stream.
Nope, not.
All right, the final question comes here from Clayface. He said, favorite heavy boxer of all time. Personally, for me, I mean, having a favorite heavy boxer, at least in current times, I don't have one. I'd say in our inaugural season, Dr. Splint, the first champion, he was the winner of the Sasha Cup, that as it was called back then, before we renamed it to the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. But he helped bring great competition to the league, as well as we could see other heavy boxers compete. And his match against EWC 1102 was that was one of the best matches, at least that I've seen. And of course, there have been great Sasha Heavyweight Championships over the years. I've enjoyed every single one of them. But Splints and EWC 1102 in the inaugural Sasha Championship for the NHBL was a huge one that sticks in my memory. All right, well, that's all the time we have for questions, unless there's a last-minute one on the stream.
None at the current time.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and end the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick recap of the notes I made here for the press conference. Again, we are having a community event where anybody can sign up and come into on November 18th. There was a link posted for that in the Twitch chat, as well as just one on our Steam group. The top 3 fighters in that event on November 18th, the top 3 will have a reserved slot in the Time to Play Network Boxing Day Classic. So be sure to go to that. Congratulations to James Baxter and Cyber at their new positions in the league. The NHBL Fisties will occur next year. Voting for that will start early next year. The Boxing Day Classic is closed on registration. Thanksgiving week will be an announcement time for registration to the Fisticuffs, the Battle Royale, and for sponsorship slots in the tournaments. And of course, the huge matchup between Some Porcupine and Woo Gotta Be Sneaky. The press conference for that taking place Friday, December 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. and the actual fight taking place on Friday, January 6th, 2017 at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast for our press conference, and we will see you for the next event, the Time to Play Network Boxing Day Classic, on Monday, December 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. Have a great night, everyone.